Things I did in July
2024?
2024. Yay! This is a new video idea, maybe series that I'm gonna start doing where I talk about just things I did in general, like over months, but it's mainly gonna be focused on games I played, manga I read, and things I watched, whether it be movies, a TV show, or an anime or whatever. So yeah, let's start with the games. I didn't really play that much in July. I mainly just stayed to the same old games that I usually play. I started playing Marvel Rivals a lot. Started dipping my toes into the competitive. Right now, my two mains are Emma Frost, in case she's in the thumbnail, and Cloak and Dagger. I'm a tank and a support main. My DPS main is Star-Lord. I like Star-Lord, he's one of my favorite Marvel characters. And I'm also working on a Marvel Rivals video that is gonna come out soon. I'm more than halfway done with it, so look forward to that, but it's still gonna be a little bit. I've been playing Dead by Daylight. I like Dead by Daylight, as all of you, like, consistent viewers of the channel may know. Yeah, the Twisted Masquerade recently ended, and the Walking Dead collab, which is my dream collab, came out, and it sucks because the game did not update in like a good state, but I still like the update nonetheless. I'm really glad Rick Grimes is now in the game. He's one of my favorite characters ever. Rick is the GOAT. I started playing JoJo's Eyes of Heaven. I'm working for the Platinum Trophy on that game. I'd say I'm like 80 to like 85% done. I just have to S rank some missions and get the online, and I should be done. Played a tiny little bit of Apex. I don't like the state Apex is in and has been in. But I wanted to check it out. I went and did Astrobot's new Vicious Void levels and got all the trophies for that. I'm back to 100%. I really like Cloud and Sephiroth. I think they should have been in the base game, but I'm glad they made it in the game nonetheless. I think for PlayStation, that's really all I've been playing. On the Xbox, I played a little bit of the Halo games. I got the Master Chief Collection to play Halo Reach because I've been wanting to play that for a while, and I found out that it was DLC, and I was like, I'll just play the first game. Probably not gonna finish it though, honestly. I've never been a big fan of Halo. I just liked Halo Reach. That one in particular I really liked. I replayed one of my favorite games of all time, which is Life is Strange 2. I love Life is Strange 2. I like all the Life is Strange games. Life is Strange 2, it's about two Spanish brothers named Daniel and Sean. And one day they get in a little argument with their neighbor, and it accidentally turns into this whole mess where Daniel awakens his power, because in Life is Strange there's always a character with a power. Max's power from the first game, she can reverse time. Daniel's power is that he has telekinesis, and I don't remember her name, but in True Colors, her ability is that she can read emotions and she can see emotions. That's the better way to put it. But I like Life is Strange 2. I'm not gonna go too deep into it here because I may or may not make a video about it. It depends. I bought Fable 3. I did the tutorial for that. That's also on the Xbox. I used to play Fable 3 a lot back in the day. That was one of the first really big open world games that I can remember playing. so I'm probably going to get into that more this month. And on the Switch, I really don't really play my Switch, but I have started playing Mario Maker 2. I've been really getting into that. I've been putting in like a little bit of that like daily. I like Mario Maker. It's pretty fun actually. I think I like to play the endless like courses on normal. I think my high score as of right now is 30. So yeah, that's pretty good. Uh, that's really it for all what I've been playing. Like that I've actually like sunk some hours into. I guess we can move on to manga. I didn't read that much manga this month, surprisingly. Uh, I've really only read two big things. I guess you can say that. One, I got caught up on Asadora, which is a manga made by Naoki Urasawa, who is a really well-known mangaka, and he's made a lot of big ones. Uh, he's made 20th Century Boys, and he also made Pluto, which is like two like pretty big mangas. And well, Pluto has an anime, but 20th Century Boys doesn't. Uh, they're all pretty good. I really like Asadora. It's a story about a girl whose family gets killed in a really bad storm, and she helps out this like homeless man who turns out to be a pilot, and he basically inspires her to be a pilot. And it's basically like this big conspiracy revolving around this kaiju-sized monster. It's really good, and I really like where the story is going. And I like the characters. The characters in Asadora are top tier, I will say. The other manga I read, very short. It's like 10 chapters. Uh, I had that same dream again. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is made by the same author that made I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, but I might be wrong about that. I'll have to look that up. Uh, so what it's about? It's about this girl who has like all these like weird friends. She doesn't have any school friends. She hangs out with like an adult woman who sells her youth, quote unquote. She hangs out with this old lady who lives alone and her cat. And like over the story, she makes like some new friends. Like one friend she makes is like this teenage girl who she finds at an abandoned building, and she's like doing bad things to herself. And eventually she starts to make friends at school, and like over the course of the manga, her friends start to like disappear, and I think it's like all supposed to, like, I don't think they ever existed. That's like the plot twist, and it's like what I interpreted as is that all of her friends were like not real to push her in the right direction of life, and basically I think those were like what she could have turned into if she didn't get on like the right path. Honestly, it was pretty mid. I will not lie, I didn't really care for it that much. I mean, it was okay. I don't think it was as good as I Wanted to Eat Your Pancreas. Like 6 out of 10, honestly, 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, that's really it for the manga. Uh, Another thing, didn't really watch many TV shows or movies in July. I mainly just stuck to YouTube. Uh, I didn't really start watching anything until my girlfriend suggested we watch Orimiya, which is a romance anime about two people, a girl named Ori and a boy named Miyamura, and basically it's all about like learning about people and like the other side of people, because like everybody has a face they show to the public and whatnot. I think it's a pretty cool premise. Not a big fan of the side characters. I kind of just want to focus on the main characters, and I think there's a lot of episodes, specifically in the second season, where they just push the side characters too much. Where in reality, I just want to focus on the main characters, but it's not that big of a deal. Another thing I forgot to mention this game. Uh, my girlfriend also suggested we start playing Overwatch. Uh, and if anybody knows me, not a big fan of Overwatch, but I would say I'm actually not that bad at it, if I do say so myself. Uh, I actually have not yet to play support in Overwatch, so I don't know who I main there. But DPS, I main the Cowboy Cassidy. He's pretty fun. I like him. I like playing him. But I would probably say my real main is tank, and I like playing D.Va. But then again, I haven't really played any other tanks, so I kind of just like playing D.Va. And I've also been told I'm a pretty good tank. So yeah, if you want to suggest any characters in Overwatch to play, comment down below. I guess comment down below what you guys like would recommend, or like what you think of the series that I mentioned. I think that's it for this video. This is much on the shorter side. I just wanted to try this video idea out, and maybe this will become a series on the channel. Maybe every month we'll come back and do a recap about the things I did.